The Black Knight and the Out of Time team are making their way into Marvel Strike Force. This team looks to be groundbreaking, will reset the meta. Super excited, hopefully you are too. However, there was a lot of information that was brought out over the past week or so let's see if we can use some of that to our advantage and bolster our account. The Out of Time team is already in the game, so feel free to look at the characters, their kits, see if we can start putting together some theory crafting, some combos that we could use. Be mindful that Captain America and Captain Carter, already in the game, are part of the Out of Time team, so it's okay to go ahead and start bringing them up. At least that's what I'm doing. It's also been announced that the Out of Time team will be necessary for the next legendary unlock. So not only are we getting a new meta-defining team, but their import in the game has to do with their continued progression. Let's keep that in mind as we move forward. The character kits are very interesting. For example, here we see Black Knight has callouts to the arena. So that means that this team in particular is going to be effective in multiple game modes, so we want to make sure we get ahead of it and don't fall behind if at all possible. That probably means it's time for another arena reset. So the Secret Defenders as a vanilla team were the dominant arena team. Yep, you could pull people out, mix and match, but the Secret Defenders were the dominant arena team, and maybe that time is coming to a close. If that is indeed the case and they're being replaced by Out of Time, then this is going to be a new arena meta. Again, we have a couple characters here we could pull out, put in the Super Skrull, put in Black Cat, put in Apocalypse, but this team looks to be stronger than the Secret Defenders. So again, we have a reset of the arena if this is indeed the case. So this is one of those reasons why you don't reset your account, right? People talk about resetting their account because they're not doing good in arena. We don't do that. As the arena meta continues to change, that's when you jump in, make your push, then you can go up in the rankings. The thing that does concern me about the team is many of their characters are 100 shard unlocks. In the PvP setting, that might make them difficult to obtain, right? Hive Mind was easy because they're for raids, but this is a PvP team, might be harder. So we might think about using some power cores if we have a little extra to shave off bits and pieces of those 100 shards as time allows. Since Captain America and Captain Carter are on that team, they are safe to build, right? Some of us have already been using Captain America for other parts of the game, Captain Carter as well. So we're just saying it's safe to build. To me, that gives me the green light that I can continue to invest in them. We're also reminded of this quote from the recent Strike Time video.
All right, so Cap is back. How many reworks is this for Cap?
Since the global release of the game, he's had 4 reworks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the only time he shows up on a lot of teams in Marvel Strike Force, in fact, the only place he shows up on more teams is in the comic runs.
Well, he's the gift that keeps on giving. So, feel good about building up your Captain America.
Yeah, if you love Captain America and you've invested a lot in him, you will always get value out of that.
All right,
So although I wouldn't take his words 100% literal that Captain America will always be a meta character, we see right now in the game, he's going to be used in war, he's going to be used in arena, he's usable in the raids, we're going to be using him in Crucible, he's necessary in the Goblin Trial, so the guy is literally being used everywhere. Thank you, Scopely, for recycling some of these characters that continue to get value, especially an iconic character like Captain America, flagship character, someone you can use to bring new people to the game. Now, Captain America can be used to unlock the legendary characters you see here, or at the very least, there's a nice feedback loop that's catalyzed by using Captain America. Let's go ahead and take a peek. For example, if we're talking about Dr. Octopus, Captain America is a Wave 1 Avenger, and as such, he's part of the qualifications to unlock Dr. Octopus. So you can actively work on Cap. You're going to get Hulk and other characters just by playing the game. You don't need to power them up, but if you power up Cap, he can single-handedly knock out the node and get you more stars on Dr. Octopus. In like manner, he's also a SHIELD member. So SHIELD are part of the requirements for unlocking and powering up Iron Man. Now, we're not saying to power Iron Man up, just you can get him unlocked and get more stars on him just by focusing on mostly Captain America. Since Iron Man is also a Wave 1 Avenger, the more strong your Captain America is, the higher star level you can get on your Iron Man. You don't have to power Iron Man up, but he just feeds back again into being a Wave 1 Avenger to allow you to get even more stars on Dr. Octopus. And we don't want to forget that Rebirth is still necessary to get Green Goblin Classic. He's farmable there in Nexus 1-3, so we can farm him every day. Just keep reaching out for that. Make that cap strong. You will not be disappointed. We also heard via the envoys that some of the X-Men characters will be getting a rework. Kitty Pryde, Phoenix, Colossus, X-23, and Jubilee. Now, I wouldn't say to power these characters up yet. We need to see what the rework looks like. However, knowing that they are going to have some attention paid to them makes us feel better about making some tweaks and adjustments we can use to power up our account. In my main account, this is where these characters stand. Let's take a first look at Jubilee. She is a legendary character, and because of that, some of us may not have unlocked just yet. So again, we see the icon there. She is indeed a legendary character, and she takes either Pim Tech or Tech Hero members. The best Tech Hero team we have in the game right now is the Pegasus team. The overall majority of them are farmable. We can get Kestrel out of an early Dark Dimension, so this is probably your best bet. You're going to use them for the Path to Apocalypse as well, and since you're already investing in them, you might as well double dip and get other advantages. For example, this is how you will unlock and power up your Jubilee. Some other notable Tech heroes are Agent Coulson, going on the new Avenger team, and Shuri, who is also a legendary character. Now, don't have to power Shuri up, but once again, Shuri will allow us to double dip. As a legendary character, her callouts are to Spider-Verse. So many of the Spider-Verse characters we've seen are the Hive Mind, who we might have just powered up, the Sinister Six, ton of them. So we're probably all working on those individuals as well. Mr. Negative, they give them to you for free, so you don't have to necessarily power Shuri up, but just take a look at your roster. You might have her at high stars even if you haven't unlocked her yet, which is one less character you have to bring in to power up to get your Jubilee. So back to that grouping of X-Men we were talking about, Phoenix is included among that number. That is a second legendary character. To unlock the Phoenix, we'll be using Mystic Controllers. So as we've been moving our way through the Bifrost team, we have Sylvie and Loki. At least that's what I'm working on. I have them unlocked. So if you have them naturally, you get Loki naturally just from linking your Scopely account to the game anyway. You can start to make progress on getting the character. The unlock itself is easy. You don't have to worry about high stars. We're just worried about getting the unlock. A Mystic Controller character that the game gives you for free is Mr. Negative. So I'm working on my Bifrost there. I'm still going to get tons of Mr. Negative just from playing the game. Don't have to power him up, but those high stars will translate into high stars on Phoenix. Another notable Mystic Controller character would be Cersei. A lot of us are trying to get a hold of her to pair up that Cersei Icarus combo. Cosmic Ghost Rider, part of the Out of Time team, who's going to be coming into the game anyway, is a Mystic Controller. So if we get a hold of him, that can equal more stars on our Phoenix. There's a nice AI attempt down there, sort of nice. At a Phoenix, they gave her the Captain Marvel symbol. I don't know, man. Still probably a tad too early for the AI takeover. Now, when it comes to the X-Force team, X-23, one of the characters that's supposed to get a rework, is on that team. X-Force can be used to power up Nick Fury, so we want to pay attention to that after we see the reworks. Deadpool Blitz is going on right now, so just getting a couple extra stars can make your Nick Fury unlock easier. Again, you don't have to power these characters up, just getting the stars helps you to get the unlock. It also bolsters the strength of the character. If you're not using these individuals, just getting some more stars can help you to have a stronger character. In the updated splash screen, we see the Iron Patriot, who's probably Norman Osborn, as well as the leader in the right-hand side. These are two members of the Cabal. Leaks and rumors place Namor as being on that team as well. So maybe if it's those three individuals, maybe the other two could be Atuma and Namorita. So it would be Namor's team with a couple extra additions. That would be kind of dope. Who else do you think will end up being on the Cabal team? I got a few guesses. Please leave yours in the comments below. Let's take a look at a couple of things that I found on the internet. The Cabal that I'm familiar with is from the old school cartoon where Red Skull, he's got the Cosmic Cube, he's got his own destroyer armor. So that's the the Cabal that I'm familiar with. On the right-hand side from the cartoon, Crossbones is in there. So is the Grim Reaper. On the bottom left, Crisis Protocol tabletop game, we have MODOK and we have Killmonger. Middle picture has Punisher 2099 and Kingpin. That could be interesting. And on the bottom right, we got MODOK again and Dracula. Thumbs down on him. Hopefully he's not coming to the game. So as the hype heats up for the Out of Time team, make sure you're still making time for yourself. Get outside, enjoy some nature, The weather's getting nicer, the weather's getting warmer, so take advantage of it. If you're in an area that's being affected by natural disaster, please do what you can to stay safe. Make sure you are checking on your family, checking on your family members, checking on the elderly. Make sure everybody's good to go. Y'all take care of yourselves. Peace.